Hi Sagittarius, Power and Light Tarot coming at you with the reading. And today we have another cool reading. Yes, we do. And we hope you guys are well. Happy spring in the Northern Hemisphere. Yes. And, excuse me. Oh, sorry. Some of you may be feeling the effects of the eclipse, right? And, yeah, so let's get into this reading, Sagittarius. And today we're doing everything spontaneous. We're being very Sagittarius over here. We are. And we're using these cards today. And interesting, yet today I'm listening to an astrology video and they were talking about Uranus. And Uranus and Saturn. So, but one of the cards they were talking about was the Furies, where somebody got really angry because it was like Uranus, he took his, I'm pretty sure it was Uranus, he did something to his wife or something, and yeah, he took the kids away because they kept procreating, and he, like, I don't know, he stopped it from the vagina, from the womb. Yeah, it was awful, right? And so out of that is the Furies, and there's a card in this deck with the Furies, and the man's running from a crazy, snaky Medusa woman, right? Interesting, because it's mythology, but, you know, Greek mythology, Uranus, but it's very interesting, and it is very indicative of the planets, right, and what they describe. So let's see what we got here today, and we start with the fear card. Okay, so she is running from fear, and she's running into the unknown. So she's really scared, right? She said, "I'm leaving I'm leaving the cemetery because all the monsters are here and the ghosts, but I'm headed into the unknown. This is scary for me, right?" Yeah. All right, so, and she's doing it to change her life because here's the Virgo glyph, and Virgo's about your everyday life. Yeah, that's very interesting here, and this is Sagittarius, Jupiter up here, and yeah, very interesting. And then we have, and we also have Saturn, showing up here. That's definitely about Saturn, right? Saturn can be fear because of the restrictions. But let's keep going here, you guys, because, you know, I get all into it. We also have the affliction. So here's this lady running away. Here's the guy with the broken leg. So he's afflicted because he's going through something heavy, right? And he's here with a broken leg and crutches, and he's in the middle of the desert. So nobody's there to help him, and you know, he's hobbling along, and something happened to him where his life has been really, like, afflicted, or his life has been, like, damaged, or, you know, so it, you know, it doesn't mean he can't pick himself up, but that's what he's kind of trying to do here. So this is Gemini, right? We see here. So somebody made a decision kind of to, to, like, cause some type of pain, but it's to really, like, improve their own journey. It's always for improvement, right? We don't do anything mean over here, Sagittarius, right? No, unless you're mean first, right? Let's see what we got. We also have the sorrow card, and this is depression. And this is about endings, because here's the Scorpio glyph here. Scorpio's about life and death, right? And, you know, and so here he is sad. There's an ending here. Somebody creates an ending for themselves, and it is so they can continue on their journey. And they want something new. That's why she's leaving the cemetery. She goes, I'm leaving it. I'm leaving. These people are dead, right? Maybe somebody has kind of a dead outlook on a relationship or something. And it doesn't always have to be a relationship, right? But these are typically about love because, yeah, because they usually are. Let's see what else we have. Sometimes their career and other, life aspects, or, you know, what have you. So we have wishing. See, somebody ends something or walks away or something so they can have their wish. It's about a partner. It's a 19, which means it's a 2, and it's about 2 people or a choice. Now we have honesty. Okay, well, you could be saying, why is that there, right? Okay, well, honesty is here because it means someone's being honest with themselves. And they're being honest with themselves about their prior life over here. They're like, I don't want that. That's just holding me back. That's why he has a broken leg, right? He has a broken leg in the middle of the desert, right? And and so she doesn't know where she's headed. So this is taking a chance. She goes, I'm leaving the cemetery, but I'm scared to stay. But wherever I'm going, I'm scared because it's the unknown. Like, I don't know what's going to happen, right? And so that's how life is. We can try to plan things in our life, but, sometimes Uranus, as I was saying, comes in and kind of drops the tower. Yeah, Scorpio's the tower, but honestly, the card, the tower, is both Scorpio and Uranus. It's unexpected changes, and we are having some unexpected changes, and just around starting around the 20th, because we have, Jupiter conjuncting with Uranus. So Jupiter's expansion, Uranus is innovation and overnight change and instability. But it's, typically it's for the good. But I'll talk about that in the next video on my other Divine Soul Astrology channel. All right. That's going to be big. It's going to affect everybody and a little different, right? And we'll talk about that, the 12 signs. So somebody's being honest with themselves, Sagittarius. Let's see what else we have. And today we'll use these cards. And we have spiritual cleansing. Yeah, see, somebody did that, right? And interesting, because we have Scorpio here. Scorpio's very spiritual here, right? And about the occult and things like that. We have protection. And these don't really read in the reverse, so we're going to flip it, right? So somebody's doing something to protect themselves. And I was saying that they are leaving something here that no longer serves them, some type of lifestyle, and that they know that they have to protect themselves here. So spiritual cleansing, which is a 5, and this is a hard kind of a purification. When you go through an awakening and it's difficult, you go, I need this, but in order to improve my life, but gee, it kind of kicked me in the pants really hard. So 5s are difficult, right? They're changes and they're hard. And then the protection card is a number 1. So the protection card is the number 1 is to have a new beginning, but it's for number 1, right? Everybody has to protect themselves in this world, right? Yeah, that's why, we try not to pay attention to other people's business so much, because how can we really kind of, work on ourselves, right? I feel like we all know that stuff. So let's see what we got, Sagittarius. And the third eye is crying over here, all right? Yeah, the Cyclops, he's crying, right? Yeah, I think that Uranus had a couple kids. It was either Saturn or Uranus. I think Saturn, maybe it was Saturn, but he had a couple Cyclops. Yeah, right, which is always wonderful. He said, look at my offspring. Ugh, right? That's why he took the kids out of the womb. It was either Saturn or Uranus of Aphrodite, I believe. Maybe it was Gaia. But anyway, whoever did it, they took the kids out of the womb. And some of the kids came out to be monsters. And that was probably why, right? He's like, I can't do this, right? But he kept procreating. Let's see what we got here. Page of Pentacles. I feel like these are flipped, and I've just shuffled them. And let's see what we have, you guys. And they are, these were reversed. So we have the 8 of Cups and the Page of Pentacles, and the overall energy is to have a new start. That's where the lady, leaving the cemetery, she's going to have a new start, right? She said, help on the way, right? She said, where's my Cyclop friends when I need them, right? So Page of Pentacles, a brand new start. Here comes a little gnome, and he's offering this to him. Like, I'm offering you this pentacle for a new start, for your abundance, right? Here you can, this is something valuable I'm giving you, right? So you can have like a new beginning yourself. And this may be news coming to you, Sagittarius. You might have news here, because pages they are messengers, right? And here's the 8 of Cups, and this is walking away from something. That's what I've been saying, right? Yeah, something unfulfilling. Remember, she runs out of the cemetery. She goes, it's dead here. There's no life. I don't want to be here anymore, right? Maybe somebody is a funeral parlor. What do you call those? Mortician, right? I got to leave here. So let's see what we got. Actually, they do the work before the cemetery, right? Don't they? Okay. Yeah, and in the reading, we have a new start or a messenger. 8 of Cups is the challenge. This is hard for somebody to walk away from something unfulfilling. And, it might sound like that's easy to do, but not always for everybody, because they have, they have extenuating circumstances, whatever they have. But somebody went through a spiritual cleansing and they said, I'm out of here, right? Because it's a 5 and it's a change. The 8 of Wands is why it's all happening. And this is change and progress, right? The 8s are actually progress and power, right? It's when you actually are making progress because you're stepping into your power. So somebody walks away from something that doesn't serve them and they walk toward progress and change. This is very kind of Uranus energy, this 8 of Wands, although these are wands and they're fire energy, right? So it can be communication. Sometimes the 8 of Wands is communication, and he has his bow and arrow. Somebody might be coming to tell you that they left something here. And in the past, there was some type of a relationship here, or maybe a recognition of it, but this is the 4 of Wands. Somebody might have been married or in a relationship. But this, when we look at this, I feel like somebody is wishing for you right here with this wishing card. So she's sitting here by this, little fountain. It's not really a fountain, but all these little flowers, potpourri or whatever, right, are kind of floating around. And she's sitting there wishing. Yeah, right. And so, and we have 2 5s in the reading, Sagittarius, and we have a 5 here. There's a difficult change here. Yeah, so interesting how when you hit 5, right? And back in the day, you had to go to school, and for some kids, it was difficult, right? Yeah, I know I cried, Sagittarius, right? Until I knew there was a cute boy at school. I'm like, oh yeah, I'll come every day, no problem. Excuse me. So let's get a card. Let's get a card here on this root here where somebody leaves something. Let's get a card on the 8 of Cups. Somebody leaves something. It's unfulfilling. You're just walking away. So I got to move on here. I got to stay on my journey, right? Let's see. I have to go on my journey. And we see this man here on his journey, but he's got a broken leg. So something has slowed somebody down, right? And we have the 2 of Cups with it. See? Perfect. This is awesome. This is obvious and clear. Somebody walks away to have the 2 of Cups with somebody else. Somebody's choosing somebody here and they're leaving some lifestyle. And in the meantime, they're wishing. I hope it comes out. And that could be you, Sagittarius, right? And I always say that. The readings can be switched. 4 of Wands. And let's get a card on the 4 of Wands. We have the 10 of Pentacles with it. And so this is, look at that. This is like a relationship in the past. I feel like it's not really in the past. It's part of this here, right? It's the kind of the continuum or the progression here, right? And, although it does sit in the past, the recent past. I feel like somebody walked away from something. They want this 10 of Pentacles, like this family dynamic with you. And they want it to be like something stable, because here's the 4 of Wands, which is stability. The 4th house in astrology is about stability. It's Cancerian, right? The family, the mother, or the overall parent, right? And so here's the 10, and there's a completion here. There's an ending. And that's what 10s are. They are completions. And they're new beginnings, because we dropped the 0, we have a 1, right? And 5 of Cups here, 8 of Wands twice in the reading. So we see the progress and the change. And here's the 5 of Cups. This guy kind of looks a little bit like a cholo, but he's kind of dressed like, no digs on cholos, right? And so, but he's dressed with this kind of, I don't know, funeral jacket, right? And here's the guy here, and he's sad and he has regret, the 5 of Cups, and he's holding himself because he's kind of shuddering a little bit, like, like trying to protect himself, and he feels bad because he's letting this man drown over here, right? So we're not saying literal. No, of course, cards are very symbolic, right? But, somebody's letting somebody, they're letting something die, like a relationship. We see the cemetery here, which is about death, isn't it? Yeah. And so somebody lets something die and they feel bad about it, but they go, that has to go. right? That has to go, Joe. All right. So, Two of Swords. This is like I have to do this. Even though I have regret and I feel bad. And I don't mean regret in this kind of drama way, sort of. I mean regret like I'm sorry I hurt somebody. Right? So here he is, here she is, and she gave the swords away like, it's out of my hands, I got to do this. And that's why we have this card where she leaves she's afraid to stay in this dead environment within the cemetery. She's a live woman. And we see the dead ghost here and all these, gravestones and. And so she runs away, but it's like the Two of Swords. I can't stay here, and I don't have a choice. I got to go. Even though I don't know if things are going to work out for me wherever I'm going. I have to go. I have to stand in my power with these eights. Right? So there's spiritual cleansing. So I have to have courage and move on. And that's what this is about. We can say that this reading is really about, it definitely is about this Two of Cups that somebody wants with you. But it's, and that is huge. But the bigger part here is that somebody stands in their power. And it's like the most important thing in your life. Right? Because even if you have this Two of Cups with somebody, if you're not truly in your own power and truly in your higher self, then right? That is the most important thing. Yourself, number one, right? Nobody takes care of number one. Nobody can take care of number one the way you can, right? Yeah, and nobody can screw it up too, Sagittarius. So don't forget that, right? Let's see what we have. We have the Four of Wands reversed. Look at that. So we have the Four of Wands in the upright, and this is a breakup. Five of Cups, sad ending. Four of Wands reversed. This is a breakup right here. Or some type of leaving something that was supposed to be like a foundation or stable or something like that, right? Yeah. So it could have been, maybe something else like a family business, or it does look like it's about love, especially with the Two of Cups here in the overall energy. Okay. So Two of Swords, and the moon is here, right? The moon is always representing Cancer, the feelings. It can, sometimes it's sadness and confusion. Sometimes it's intuition, but he doesn't look happy, the moon. So when we see the moon like that, we know there's some type of fear or illusion, right? The moon can be illusion, like you don't really know what's true and what's true or not, right? So let's see what we have. And we have the Ten of Cups. So we have a lot of completions. The Ten of Pentacles twice in the reading. It's, where is it? It's here too. And now we have the Ten of Cups. 5 of 5, these 2 5s. Yeah, definitely. So somebody doesn't know if they're going to have this happily ever after. And this is you or them. Here's the fear. Yeah, there's fear here, and it's emotional upset. These dogs are really upset, Sagittarius. Yeah. They think the woman is the lobster, and the lobster is the woman, something like that. It's like a madness here. It's just emotional up. So somebody's very emotional here. And in the environment, the psyche or the psyche or the physical environment is the Strength card. So another 8. So, 8s are strength, right? Yeah. And so they are. It's the infinity. And they don't have it. Oh, they do have it here. So the number 8, or the infinity kind of glyph here or symbol, is the number 8, which is power. We're in a power year. So, my advice is do what you can, right? And to stand in your power. Right? To improve your life or whatever it is that's important. I mean, it's usually about that, right? So we have somebody who has courage, but this is self-mastery, right? It's huge. And I've been talking about that. You're not able to step into your power until you are able to master yourself. And so she's done that. And now there's there's patience, right? And there's love, and she's hugging the lion. And it comes after the spiritual cleansing. Yeah, it does. So somebody has courage here for some type of a union, but it's really for an ending as well, because the Ten of Pentacles sits there for a completion. And the High Priestess, here she is. And very cool. This could be a Scorpio. It could be a Piscean. We have, Leos here with the Strength card. The Moon is Cancer. And so, yeah, we have, a few. And then we have all these signs up here, right, on these cards over here. And the High Priestess shows up with, it's in the action column. It can be sometimes what we want. So, but this is taking action here. And somebody here is trusting their intuition. This is somebody knows here. And they want a future here. The Three of Wands is about the future. That's why he's looking at his ships, right? Either that or stowaways, Sagittarius, right? If your boyfriend is stowaway, just kidding, right? And so here she is, and this is, and in this reading with this three, because they're collabs, somebody turns their back on something here, right? We know that. Five of Pentacles is here to prove it. And in the potential outcome sits leaving somebody's being left out here. And, this can be that here, right? He feels really left out. He's alone. He's afflicted. He got a broken leg. And whoever kind of walks away from something here to have this Two of Cups with you and change the Eight of Wands and this kind of beauty in this reading with you has really kind of been sad here. And that's the Depression card. It's sorrow here. And we see it right here, right, with this Five of Cups. So, and it's regret. Like, I had to hurt somebody. That's how it really is showing up here. And in the potential outcome is the Five of Pentacles. This is something lacking or leaving somebody out. It's a change. It's difficult. And all the fives are difficult, right? And so the Chariot's with it reversed. This is definitely, I have to leave something that's stagnant, that's blocking me, that's blocking my full happiness here, that is really blocking my wish. And here's the wishing card, right? Yeah. So we're going to end the reading. Thank you so much, you guys, for joining me here. I will show, once again, I'll clip my solar eclipse video at the top of the comments, and the 12 signs are covered. You'll want to see that if you haven't, because the eclipses last up to a year. And now we have Taurus, Jupiter conjuncting Uranus in Taurus on the 20th. And, that is going to usher in change. It is. And expansion. So that's going to be, but it's going to be according to your sign in general, right? I mean, there's nothing better than getting a chart, your own chart, because those are general horoscopes. But there is some, there's definitely some worth hearing that, right? Yeah, and definitely. So thank you so much for joining me here. God bless you guys. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe, and hit the little bell for notifications, you guys. All right? Yeah. Have a great day.